This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Denton, Texas, home to the North Texas Mean Green. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Buffalo Bulls. Taking on a team from the American, the North Texas Mean Green. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Bulls will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And this game will start with a kickoff going out of bounds and give this offense tremendous opening field position.
On the set. Here we go.
Sends it back in motion. Going right to work up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Evans. All right, guys, let's chat a little bit about North Texas. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
North Texas will have to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Scanning the field, it's Roberson. Under fire. And the sack. All the way back at the 5.
And you can tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
The Bulls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
I know everyone's yelling like you didn't get the first down, we need more yards, but if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down, and guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Picked off, what a play to set him up. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Good timing on the quick out. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy, but tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
North Texas can dig into that playbook on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Flips it out on the screen. It's a seam wide open. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the 1st down.
From the gun, running back on the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the quickest way to blow up the run game is those interior big boys, those defensive tackles getting in the backfield really quickly and making that ball hurt.
Man, that D tackle was in the backfield in a hurry. The big man is nimble.
Nimble, fast, quick, athletic. That's just all words you describe defensive line.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
The Mean Green will have to reach into that playbook here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Just drives it between the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Bowling Green was able to come away with a hard-fought victory inside Perry Stadium. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They tried to run the counter, but absolutely nothing doing.
And those counter plays take a little longer to develop sometimes. You're usually pulling 1 or 2 guys, and that penetration in the backfield can kill you and get to the running back before he gets started.
Back to pass, it's Roberson. Sets up the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Reads it, fires complete. There he goes. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the 1st quarter on a high note to no avail. 2nd quarter's coming. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break.
Cricket.
He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, North Texas. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Simmons. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Now on the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Off the play fake. Unloads to the right. He's got it. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Everybody on defense did such a good job on that play, leveraging the football and using the sideline to their advantage. They weren't letting him get north. They forced him east-west, got him out of bounds for a loss.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. The play action fake. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And how about the true freshman? We've heard about this guy. We heard he's got a chance to be really, really good talking with coaches this week, and he gets his first sack. Listen, guys, I'm a pass rusher. Everybody remembers their first sack.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's going up top. A full dive to haul that one in.
How about that athleticism by the tight end, stretching out and diving to haul that pass in. Great play.
North Texas has it going to work with another 1st down.
Let's go.
Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll take a shot. To the end zone and it's picked off. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. On the run, it's Henderson. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He's loose. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Buffalo! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
North Texas lining up, facing 3rd and long. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quick release on the RPO. Turning it on. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
Defenses throughout the week study every 3rd down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Pressure coming. Got the back over the middle. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
North Texas comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Makes a connection. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Rush is on him. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The offense will quickly use a timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Going for it all. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
One more snap coming before halftime. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Pulls it in. It's Snow. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. North Texas will kick it off to start things here in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Motion from the wideout. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case. And there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
From the gun, the ground game. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you set them up.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Back to throw. It's Roberson. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Man, defense is about getting off the football. And I mean, that defensive line can be disruptive and get in the backfield right away and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays. It can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
He made the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing that get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
And some room to work. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, nope.
Throws toward the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Hunt is on its way. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the ground with the back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Hand off from the shotgun. Showing off the arm. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The throw to the outside is complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Bulls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give out of the gun. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Henderson. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on third down. It's 56 yards out from here. And they not only knocked him down behind the line, they also put him back under the century mark for the day.
Well, it's 4th and short, and you're sort of in no man's land at this point near midfield. I think if you're on offense here, you're going to have to go for it. You're going to have to show confidence in your guys to get it done and go get you the win.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that 4th down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the 4th quarter to get me the football back.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He'll take another shot here. Reels it in down the left side. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. And that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide open receiver.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, they try to go with the draw out of the shotgun, but just way too much penetration allowed up front. That defensive line just took that play over.
They get off the rock really fast, get in the backfield. The offensive linemen are supposed to push them upfield. Quarterback's got to sell it. Not anything really in that play in sync, and it doesn't go anywhere.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And with that incompletion, it now sets up a very interesting decision for the head coach, right? You've got a narrow lead. You kick the field goal now, you force the opponent to have to at least score a touchdown to retake the lead. But you can also seize a lot of momentum if you get it here on 4th and short. If you're able to score a touchdown, this is a completely different game.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Dude, let's go. This game was basically over, right? We just forced a huge play. Great job by the defense, giving their offense a chance now. Man, it looked like it was over. Now we got a chance. Offense, go down the field, stick this thing in the end zone. We can win this ball game still.
Using his legs, it's Henderson. Makes one-man miss. He's now up to 104 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. There he goes. Touchdown Bulls. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And just like that, the game is completely changed, right? The defense comes away with a huge turnover, and the offense able to cash it in, capitalize by scoring a touchdown. So they've now got the lead. Not a lot of time left, but it feels like all the momentum is now on their side.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Ole Miss is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that looks like it did when Archie and Eli were here. They're up by 21 over Georgia State. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Unleashes it. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
They're dealing with a second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Quick completion on the out.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that third down and short.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Back open in the middle. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Finds the tight end. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive. And this is the time where I'm a defense. I'm slow to get up. I'm making sure I stay on that offensive player. I'm trying to eat up as much clock and make this offense burn as much clock, Palmer, as I can.
And this coaching staff right now, you know they're looking at the analytics too, right? How many times...
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Oh, they're after him. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wants to go up top on first down. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Wide receiver going in motion. Going to swing it on second down. Here's a hit. Hit as he throws. Oh, it's picked off. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. You gotta believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Roberson. Pocket breaking down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Quickly to the tight end. Wide open spaces. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. The Bulls will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. A low line drive and not his best work. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
This time he's got it. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the